What's going on, my fellow Farmall brothers and sisters? Today's an exciting day. I barely had any sleep last night. I made a deal on a tractor that I've been wanting, and I found it and some. It's got all kinds of options on it, and this is the one I've been looking for. So stay tuned, you're going to see what I found. Alright, first order of business is to get all my loose tools together for this recovery operation. So I got my toolbox loaded, ready to rock and roll. I'm going to grab an extra battery on the table next to all this mess for the impact. So I have that, and I think I have everything else I need except for the trailer. So, alright, let me load this stuff up in the truck and grab the trailer, and then we're going to be on our way. Alright, we are loaded up and ready for the first haul of this trailer. I'm hoping I can get the wheelbase in far enough to get it on this trailer. In technicality, from the pictures, it looks like it is far enough in, but we'll see. Worst case, I'm not going that far on the trip, luckily, surprisingly. So even if I have to put the tires kind of straddling up on them frame rails and get it up to these fenders as close as I can, at least the most of the weight will be centered over the rear wheels. It should be fine for this trip. So fingers crossed that that wheelbase is in far enough. So, all right, anyway. More footage to come as we're on the road.
In 800 feet, turn right onto High Street.
Excited?
Very. Twenty minutes, I'm so excited. Yeah, I know, I'm being stupid. Oh well. Hey, look at the bright side. I drag you out of bed at 7 o'clock in the morning and say we're going to get the tractor, right? Yay! Let me see.
Legit on.
I mean, you're.
I think it's riding the fender up, isn't it?
It's riding the fender on this side.
Shuffling forward.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, and you're stopping it.
You're over the edge.
Is it touching the fenders yet?
It's touching the Brit. We got the logs in the way.
1,000 feet, turn right on 66 north. Traffic circle, take the second exit.
Alright, we made it. We're about 2 minutes from home. And then I'll unveil what this little beauty is. Alright, my friends, so if you haven't figured it out by now, here's what I ended up bringing home. I found the 1957 Farmall 450 gas that I've been wanting, and I could not be any happier. I'm ecstatic over this tractor right here. This is the one I've been wanting. It's got the wide front that I wanted. It came with 2 extra sets of split rear weights. It came with a set of the fast hitch 3-point arms. It has every option under this thing that you could possibly get. It's got the tack, it's got the 3 hydraulics for the draft, everything. It's got the TA. It has the belt pulley set up. She has power steering. It has weights on here already. It's got some massive 16.9 by 38 tires on this girl. I mean, as you see, luckily I wasn't driving too far home. I mean, the majority of the tires on the trailer. It's sitting in the center. Some of it's off the trailer. But let's just say we drove home kind of slow to make sure we got home okay. This thing has got everything. I mean, it's got the rear remotes on it. It's got the PTO. It's got the fast hitch drawbar on it. It's got the double bevel rims. Yeah, it's double bevels. Okay, so it's got double bevel rim. Oh my God, I am so excited about this tractor. As soon as this thing comes off this trailer, we're gonna get right to it on this one and start getting this thing running. This one right now is obviously too big to fit in any place I have until I build onto this garage. So this one's probably gonna get a really, I might actually do that sandblasting pressure wash trick, and I want to see if it works on this thing. I want to go ahead and actually see if I can get all this scale off of here. We're going to go through it like we normally do. The exhaust manifold actually looks fairly new, like it was replaced not that long ago. The gentleman and his son that I got this tractor from, I mean, hats off to both of them. We struck a deal last night. They held up to that deal and made it, and I was able to go this morning and pick it up. Two great guys, like I said, Dad, both the son. Thank you guys, both of you. Obviously, I don't want to list your name for your own privacy reasons. They gave me a new ID tag, sediment bowl for the tank, which I got to clean the tank. They gave me the manual. They gave me a service manual. They gave me a brand new wiring harness. They gave me a few other things. But oh my God, it's even got the fuel gauge. I mean, I got to do the tank, so we're going to do the electrolysis on the tank on this thing. As everybody knows, these tanks are a nightmare getting out of these tractors. So most likely, unbolt the steering knuckle, pop that thing out of the way so I can lift this tank off, because with all that in place, it's a pain. But this shifter actually isn't that sloppy on this, surprisingly. That actually works pretty good. Once I get it moving, I'll see if this TA works on it and all. But the fact of having the wide front on it, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better 450 from what I've been looking for. He already put new front tires on it, both new front tires with new tubes. And I have all the sheet metal. All the sheet metal is in the bed of the truck. We got the grill, we got the side panels, we got the center, the dog ears, we got everything for it. It has the rear fenders on it. The brakes work on it. I was actually able to use the brakes because obviously with this thing being maxed out on my trailer, we had to ride the front fender to drop it down and in, because on the field there was no way I was going to get this front end broke loose and narrow this thing up to get it on. So let's just say, I have to say also, that Badlands winch, that 12,000 pound winch, worked absolutely beautiful with the wireless controller to pull this thing on. It did not skip a beat pulling this big girl up on this trailer. It pulled it, it raised it up over that fender, it got it on perfectly. So anyway, so yes, I'm jumping now to another tractor. So we got lots of tractors in the lineup, but this is going to be the next one that the video is going to be starting on, to do a will it run, because I want to hear this thing run. This is what is the 450s again? I think it's a 281 cubic inch, I believe it is. Oh, I'm ready to hear this thing fire up. I want to hear the sound of this. But yeah, no matter what we got to use this thing, I'm going to have everything up and running and working like a top, like it's supposed to. This absolutely made my night, absolutely made my day hauling this thing home. Again, the trailer worked out beautifully for all that weight. And yes, it's not a good idea. I wouldn't recommend it to really too many people unless you know how to drive a truck and a trailer. I wouldn't recommend putting that much weight with loaded tires behind those back tires like that, because it can make your trailer sway if you get up to too much speed. So this right here, the only reason I went ahead and I opted to go ahead and roll with this is because I knew I wasn't going far, and I knew I could actually keep the speed at 40-45 all the way home, which wasn't bad at all. But the old trailer, I mean, its first big haul, and I maxed this girl out with a massive ass tractor. Yeah, I'm ecstatic. Go ahead and shoot me some comments. See if you guys have an idea what you think I would have paid for this tractor. Yeah, we worked out a little deal. I'm not gonna put out our whole entire deal we made out, but let's just say we made a deal, and I just want to see if you guys have any idea around about what you think that I would have put out of pocket as far as cash for this thing. Like to see. I'm not sure if this is the original tack. I'm gonna say it is. But if it is, I can't really read the first number, but yeah, I can't tell what the first one would be. How many hours on there? I mean, it might be 4,000 hours, maybe somewhere in there. I don't know, I have to look it up. Try to see if I can get that first number off of there. But yeah, having the fenders and everything on there, a few things I'm going to change, a few things I'm going to make up. And my other new thing that I actually started making, which I'll be showing very soon, I'm going to end up putting on one of them on this tractor. It's got the assist and everything for the brakes, for the parking brakes. That actually works too. I guess anything I'm going to have to find, which is no biggie, it's just a little hood that goes over top of the light for the gauges. I'm going to replace the steering wheel, obviously, with the factory power steering wheel. Let me go ahead and jump on down here, and let's walk on around and jump over to the front. Yeah, it's actually still got the plug on the back too for the implement lights. I had to find that for the 300, and I had to put one on. It's got brackets welded on, actually, for, I wonder if that's factory. The brackets for the 3-point for the top link, which is kind of cool. You know, I thought that 300 was kind of big. This thing right here is massive over that 300. I cannot wait to get off the trailer and get them side by side. And there's the power steering pump and everything on it. So I'm actually curious to see how this thing runs with that. Should be pretty cool. Yeah. Definitely made my weekend. That was absolutely awesome to find this from them. So I got a few things I'm going to head and fix on it, and like I said, we're going to get this thing up and running and get her moving. Looks like they started pulling the rod and everything off to start getting this gas tank off. Yeah, because these things are a bear getting these tanks out of here. But we'll get it clean. We'll get it done. We'll get this thing cleaned up and get her running. Do a little bit of repair on the fender, on the ribs and stuff, but no biggie. Brakes work. I think I already mentioned that. But yeah, okay. Here we go. Yeah, C281. Awesome. I am so excited over this tractor. I can't wait to hear this one fire up. But anyway, well, that is it for my video for today's adventure. So make sure you guys, oh my god, to drop. Keep an eye out. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. Because obviously now my next video coming up is going to be a Will It Run. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing fired up. See how she sounds. I guess the next thing is I'm going to have to tie this off to a tree, reverse that winch, hook up a snatch block, and use the winch to back this thing back out off this trailer so I can get it back up over those fenders. But you know, this trailer did a hell of a job pulling this thing home. Everything couldn't have worked out any better. This was probably one of the smoothest tractor pickups I think I've had yet, for especially one this size. So anyway, so I will go over all the rest of the parts one of these days when I get all this stuff out of the truck. But anyway, that's it for today's video. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And again, thanks for watching.